Episode 6 of Kaiju number 8, Season 2, takes everything we've seen so far, the grief, the chaos, and the tension, and pushes it into a whole new stage of the story. This episode isn't just about mourning the past anymore. It's about preparing for the next wave of battles, setting up dangerous partnerships, and placing new burdens on characters we didn't expect. With the shocking reveal that Reno Ichikawa will be the one to inherit Kaiju number 6, and Hoshina finally taking the plunge into his own Kaiju-powered future. This might be the most game-changing chapter yet. Let's dive deep into all the emotional beats, power shifts, and foreshadowing that Episode 6 gave us. Because trust me, this one sets the stage for the war to come. Opening impact, a shift in focus. Unlike the previous episode, which was dominated by grief over Isao Shinomiya's death, Episode 6 slows down but pivots toward rebuilding and preparing. We see the defense force grappling with the loss, but also acknowledging that their fight against Kaiju number 9 can't stop. The opening scenes do a great job of balancing a lighter, almost comedic tone, showing the troops catching their breath, while keeping the looming dread of Kaiju number 9. 9 alive. It's that mix of humor and unease that keeps Kaiju number 8 from becoming one note. The calm before the storm feels intentional, and it makes the later revelations hit harder. Reno Ichikawa and Kaiju number 6. Here's where the episode truly blows expectations away. Reno Ichikawa, Kafka's closest friend and one of the youngest soldiers, is chosen as the candidate to synchronize with Kaiju number 6, one of the deadliest and most infamous Kaiju weapons ever created. This is shocking on multiple levels. Fans expected Kikoru to inherit number 6, given her father's history with it, and the tragic legacy of the Shinomiya family. Instead, the story subverts expectations by handing this colossal responsibility to Reno, the underdog. Thematically, this is brilliant writing. Reno has always been portrayed as the everyman, someone normal striding to keep up with literal monsters like Kafka and Kikoru. By giving him number 6, the anime forces him into the spotlight and raises the stakes for his personal arc. Can Reno survive the burden of controlling a kaiju that has a reputation for consuming its users? Or will he break under the pressure? From a character perspective, this is the beginning of Reno's transformation from sidekick to full-fledged hero. And it's exactly what the series needed. Another unpredictable move that shows the defense force is desperate enough to take risks. Hoshina's partnership with Kaiju number 10. Meanwhile, Hoshina steps into one of the episode's other major plot points, his partnership with Kaiju number 10. This is where Kaiju number 8 really leans into moral ambiguity. Unlike the clean lines of good soldiers versus bad monsters, here, we see a human willingly harnessing the power of a kaiju with its own will and personality. Number 10 isn't just a weapon. It talks, it teases, and it makes its own demands. Hoshina's dynamic with number 10 is equal parts terrifying and exciting. On one hand, it grants him incredible new abilities that may prove critical in upcoming battles. On the other, it raises the question, who's really in control here? Is Hoshina using the kaiju, or is the kaiju slowly using him? This makes his arc one of the most compelling in the series right now. He's a fan-favorite swordsman suddenly forced into a dangerous buddy cop partnership with a monster. And the risk of betrayal is always there. Kaiju number 9's growing threat. Even though Kaiju number 9 doesn't dominate the screen this episode, its presence looms over everything. We learn more about its horrifying ability to replicate and enhance kaiju. It's not just creating monsters, it's building an army. This turns the Defense Forces fight into something far bigger than one-on-one battles. They're facing a biological war machine that's evolving with every encounter. What's most chilling is how number 9 weaponizes trauma. Last episode, it mocked the Defense Force by wearing Esau's face. This time, its silence feels even more menacing, like it's planning something that goes beyond just fighting. It's psychological warfare, and the Defense Force knows they're running out of time. Kikoru's role in the shadows. Kikoru, still dealing with the loss of her father, takes a quieter role this episode. She doesn't get the spotlight in terms of battles or power-ups, but her emotional weight grounds the story. The fact that she wasn't chosen to inherit number 6 cuts deep. She feels sidelined in her own father's legacy, and you can see the guilt and anger building inside her. This sets her up for a major emotional arc, possibly even a dangerous rivalry with Reno, if her feelings spiral into resentment. But more likely, her pain is being positioned as fuel for her eventual breakthrough. The anime is playing the long game with Kikoru, and episode 6 is another step in that process. Commentary: why this episode matters. Episode 6 might not have the explosive battles of earlier episodes, but in terms of storytelling, it's one of the most important so far. Reno's upgrade with number 6 adds unpredictability to the team dynamic. Hoshina's deal with number 10 blurs the line between ally and enemy. Kaiju number 9's looming threat sets the stage for the next major conflict. This episode is all about positioning the chess pieces before the war really begins. It's slower, more strategic, but it lays the groundwork for some incredible payoffs. Predictions and theories. Reno versus himself. Reno's synchronization with number 6 will be one of the most dangerous gambles in the series. Will he master it, or will the weapon consume him the way it did others before? Hoshina's downfall.